The giant that shook the world, the story of the Soviet Union. Imagine a country so vast it stretched across 11 time zones, a superpower feared by enemies, worshipped by allies, and watched by the entire world. This is the rise, the power, and the fall of the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union was born in 1922, rising from the ashes of revolution and civil war. It promised equality, but demanded sacrifice. Cities turned into factories, farmers into soldiers, and an entire generation into instruments of a new ideology. Within decades, the USSR transformed from a fragile state into an industrial beast. Wars that forged the Soviet Union. 1. Russian Civil War, 1917 to 1922. Before the USSR even existed, the Bolsheviks fought the White Army in a brutal civil war. Millions died, but the Reds emerged victorious, paving the way for the Soviet state. 2. Soviet-Polish War, 1919 to 1921. A young Red Army attempted to spread revolution into Europe. Instead, it was stopped at the gates of Warsaw, a painful reminder the revolution had limits. 3. Winter War with Finland, 1939 to 1940. The USSR attacked Finland expecting an easy victory, but Finnish resistance was fierce. Though the Soviets won, it came at a heavy cost, exposing the Red Army's weaknesses on the eve of World War II. 4. World War II, the Great Patriotic War, 1941 to 1945. The deadliest conflict in human history. Nazi Germany invaded the USSR in 1941. Cities burned, entire armies vanished. But from Moscow to Stalingrad to Berlin, the Soviets pushed back. When the smoke cleared, 27 million Soviets were dead, but Hitler was defeated. The Red Army marched into Berlin, and the USSR emerged as a global superpower. 5. Cold War conflicts, 1947 to 1991. The war that wasn't a war. Spies, nukes, proxy battles. Korea, Vietnam, Afghanistan. A global chess match between East and West. The USSR never fired at the US directly, but they fought each other's allies for decades. 6. Soviet-Afghan War, 1979 to 1989. What was supposed to be a quick intervention became a 10-year quagmire. Guerrilla fighters, mountain ambushes, and a superpower slowly bleeding. Many historians say Afghanistan was the beginning of the end. Golden moments. Despite the struggles, the Soviet Union reached for the impossible. In 1957, it launched Sputnik, the first satellite. In 1961, Yuri Gagarin became the first human in space. The USSR turned science into a battlefield and won. But power came with a price. The economy stagnated, shelves emptied, the arms race drained resources. By the late 1980s, reforms exposed deep cracks. Republics demanded independence, and in December 1991, the red flag over the Kremlin was lowered for the last time. The Soviet Union changed the world through war, ambition, science, and ideology. It rose fast, burned bright, and disappeared almost overnight. But its legacy still shapes global politics to this day.